Hey there, my friends. Do you ever wake up in the morning and feel like the day's already slipping away before you've even had a chance to enjoy it? Maybe your joints are a little stiff, or your energy's just not what it used to be. I've been there too, and I know how easy it is to think that's just part of getting older. But what if I told you that those first few minutes after you open your eyes could set you up to feel better, stronger, and more alive all day long? I'm talking about 3 simple things you can do every morning, nothing fancy, nothing that takes a lot of time, just easy habits that can make a world of difference when you're 60 or beyond. These are little gifts you give yourself to start the day right, and I've seen them work wonders for me and folks I know. So, grab your coffee or tea, settle in with me, and let's walk through these together, starting with the first one. Now, imagine this: your alarm's gone off, or maybe the birds outside woke you up, and you're just easing into the day. The first thing I want you to try is stretching right there in bed. I'm not talking about a big workout or anything that'll make you break a sweat, just a gentle stretch to wake your body up. Roll your shoulders a little, stretch your arms up over your head, maybe point your toes and give your legs a good stretch too. It's like saying good morning to your muscles and joints, loosening them up after a night of rest. I started doing this a couple of years ago, and it's amazing how it takes away that creaky feeling I used to have. My friend Pat, who's 67, told me she does it while still under the covers. She stretches one arm, then the other, and says it's like her body's thanking her for the TLC. You don't need to be a gymnast or spend half an hour on it. 5 minutes, even 2, can get the blood flowing and make you feel ready to step out of bed instead of stumbling out. With that little stretch done, let's move on to something that's so simple it almost feels like cheating: drinking a glass of water. I know, you're probably thinking, water? That's it? But trust me, this one's a quiet powerhouse, especially for us as we get older. Overnight, our bodies are busy repairing and resting, and by morning, we're a bit dehydrated, even if we don't feel parched. Sipping some water first thing rehydrates you, wakes up your insides, and gets everything moving: your digestion, your energy, all of it. I keep a glass on my nightstand now, and before I even think about coffee, I take a few slow sips. My neighbor Ellen, who's 72, laughed when I suggested this. She said, "I've got my tea, why bother?" But she tried it and told me she feels less foggy in the mornings now. You can add a slice of lemon if you like a little flavor, but plain water works just fine. It's like giving your body a gentle nudge to say, "Alright, let's get this day started." So, we've got a morning stretch to loosen up and a glass of water to kick things into gear. 2 easy steps that already have you feeling more awake and alive. But there's one more piece to this morning puzzle that ties it all together, something that'll lift your spirits and keep you going strong. Let's dive into that next, because it's too good to miss. Alright, friends, we're on a roll now with our morning routine, and I hope you're already feeling inspired to give these little habits a try. We've got our gentle stretch to wake up those muscles and a glass of water to hydrate and get things flowing, and now it's time to add the third piece that's going to make your morning shine: taking a moment to breathe and set your mind right. I know life can feel like it's pulling us in a million directions, even at our age. Maybe you're thinking about the grandkid schedules, that doctor's appointment later, or just what's for lunch. But giving yourself a couple of minutes to breathe and focus can change the whole flavor of your day. It's not about meditating like a monk or sitting cross-legged for hours. It's just a simple way to calm your thoughts and start with a smile. So, let's get into this one together, because it's easier than you might think and feels so good once you do it. Picture yourself sitting up after that stretch and water. Maybe you're still in bed, or you've shuffled over to your favorite chair. All you need to do is close your eyes for a second, though it's fine to keep them open if that's more your style, and take a few slow, deep breaths. In through your nose, out through your mouth, nice and easy, like you're letting the air hug you from the inside. As you breathe, think of one thing you're looking forward to today. It doesn't have to be big. Maybe it's a call with a friend, a good book waiting for you, or just sitting outside with a cup of tea. I started doing this after a rough patch a while back, and it's like a little reset button for my mind. My buddy Frank, who's 70, said he was skeptical. He's not the deep breathing type, he told me, but he tried it and said it's like clearing the cobwebs. He thinks about walking his dog, and it puts a grin on his face before the day even starts. You don't need to time it or make it perfect, just a handful of breaths, maybe a minute or two, while you let that happy thought settle in. For me, I'll sit by the window, breathe slow, and picture my garden. I love watching the birds flit around out there. It's not about emptying your mind or forcing anything, it's about giving yourself a moment to feel good before the day sweeps you up. My cousin Linda, who's 64, does it while her coffee brews. She breathes and thinks about her knitting project, and she says it's like her worries shrink a little. It's your time, your way, and it sets this quiet, positive tone that carries you forward. So, there we have it, stretching to wake your body, water to kickstart your system, and a few breaths with a happy thought to lift your spirit. These 3 little things, all done in about 10 minutes, can turn your mornings into something you look forward to instead of just trudging through. And the best part? They're so simple you can start tomorrow without missing a beat. Let's wrap this up with some thoughts on how to make it stick, because that's where the real magic happens. Alright, my friends, we've built something really special here with our morning routine, and I'm so excited to bring it all together for you. We've already got our gentle stretch to wake up those sleepy muscles, a glass of water to get everything humming along, and a few deep breaths with a happy thought to set our hearts in the right place. These 3 little steps are like a warm handshake to the day, nothing fancy, just a way to tell yourself, I've got this, and it's going to be good. But let's polish it off now and make sure it sticks, because the real beauty of this is how it can become yours, something you look forward to every morning. So, let's tie it all up with a bow and add a little encouragement to keep it going, because you deserve to feel great every day. Now, with those 3 things in your pocket, stretch, water, breathe, you might be wondering how to make them a regular part of your life without it feeling like a chore. The trick is to keep it simple and tie it to what you're already doing. Maybe you stretch while you're still in bed, sipping that water as you shuffle to the kitchen, and then take your breathing moment while the kettle's on or the dog's sniffing around outside. For me, it's become this little rhythm. I stretch as soon as my eyes open, grab the water glass I left by the bed the night before, and then sit by the window for my breaths while I listen to the world wake up. My friend Pat, who's 67, hooked hers to her routine too. She stretches before she gets up, drinks water while she feeds her cat, and breathes while she waits for her toast. It's not about adding more to your plate, it's about slipping these in so they feel like they've always been there. And here's a little story to cheer you on. My neighbor Ellen, who's 72, started this after we chatted about it over the fence one day. She was hesitant, she said, I'm not good at sticking to things anymore, but she gave it a shot. A week later, she told me she felt lighter, like her mornings had a purpose again. She even added her own twist. After her breaths, she whispers a little thank you to the day ahead. It's not magic, but it's close, small changes that add up to feeling better, moving easier, and smiling more. You don't have to be perfect with it either. Some days I forget the water until I'm halfway through breakfast, and that's okay. It's about doing what you can, when you can, and letting it grow with you. So, there's your morning trio, stretching, hydrating, and breathing with a happy thought, all wrapped up in 10 minutes or less. It's like a quiet promise to yourself that you're worth starting the day right. I'd love to hear how it goes for you, what you think about when you breathe, or if you tweak it to fit your life. Drop a note in the comments below and let's chat about it. I'm always so inspired by what you all share. If you enjoyed this, give the video a little like, it helps me know you're out there, and hit that subscribe button so we can keep exploring ways to feel our best together. Here's to mornings that lift us up and days that keep us going strong, because at any age, we've got so much good ahead of us.